Welcome back, everyone. So I've got a food review for you. In my previous vlog, I made a gumbo. So this is literally part 2. So let me show you how it looks. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that, but there are prawns in there. There's some rotisserie chicken that I've shredded with my hand and put into the gumbo. So I made the actual gumbo. The whole thing's a gumbo, isn't it? So the liquid, the gravy, whatever you want to call it, that was obviously made from scratch. You saw it in the previous vlog. And it looks delicious. The consistency is spot on. It looks perfect. It's got a lovely, beautiful shine. I'm looking forward to trying this. Now, the recipe for this gumbo, I found it online. What I'll do is I'll put the link in the description below if you want to check it out. So obviously I've made some rice, so I wasn't going to eat gumbo without any carbs. So I've just steamed some basmati rice to eat with that gumbo, and it's going to be delicious. It smells very flavourful. To be honest with you, I think it might be a bit burnt. But I don't know, because I don't know what to expect from this particular recipe. Let me just taste it and then I'll let you know the verdict. Wish me luck. Right, the plate is very hot. So I'll just try a bit of the gravy with some of the rice. Look. Yeah. So it is flavourful. I'm getting the flavours from the trinity. That's the celery, the garlic, the onion, the pepper, the bell pepper. Let me go in again. So there's a very subtle hint of cayenne pepper. I think next time when I make this, I need to add a bit more, because I do like a bit of a kick in my meal. Yeah, so the gumbo is slightly burnt. I'm not sure what I did wrong. If you could check out part 1 and let me know, maybe you can see where I've gone wrong. But yeah, I think I might have maybe had the fire too high when I was making that roux. So the roux was literally just oil, vegetable oil and flour, plain flour. Just literally simmered very low, or low to medium, for about half an hour, just constantly mixing. So I did that, and I watched the consistency change, and I watched the colour change from like a really light colour to a really dark colour. You can tell by the colour of that gumbo there. It's actually a beautiful colour. And I thought that it was spot on, you know. I knew what colour I was looking for, like a milk chocolate brown. So I'm surprised that it burnt. Just slightly though, it's not overly burnt, but there is like a bitter taste that I'm getting in the back of my throat. So yeah, I'll have to try again. So I did add prawns to this recipe. It wasn't in the actual recipe that I followed, but I like prawns in my in recipes. Beautifully cooked. So I literally just dropped these into the gumbo 2 minutes before it was finished. You can see my flowers there and there. I got those for Valentine's Day. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, it has got potential. This recipe does have potential. Even the tiny pieces of okra. I was worried that it would make the gumbo slimy, but it didn't, because I fried it beforehand. It took all that the slime out, really. It's got a lovely texture. I look so tired. But you know what? If I worried about how I looked every time, I wouldn't be creating videos. So a traditional gumbo calls for andouille sausage. I couldn't find any in the supermarket, so I've used like a turkey chorizo. And it works. I'll give this gumbo an 8 out of 10. The fact that it's got a burnt taste is my fault, isn't it? If I had perfected that roux, then this probably would have got a 9.5. The flavours are on point. Just that bitter taste, that slightly bitter taste. It's not too bitter, so it's not completely ruining the dish, but it's there and it shouldn't be. The veggies still have a lovely crunch as well. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for the gumbo. I'll leave the link in the description below. I'm going to get back to my gumbo. Thanks for watching. Place a comment. Have you had that same experience that I have with the roux? And how do you make your roux? What did I do wrong? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Keep watching if you haven't subscribed. And thank you again. I'll see you in the next one.